Protests continue across the country and right here in D.C. over President Trump's deployment of the National Guard to states with Democratic leaders.
Yeah, D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab is suing the Trump administration, saying deploying troops in the district violated the Constitution and federal law. So just a few hours ago, a judge started hearing arguments in that lawsuit. Rafael Sanchez-Cruz joins us from outside the courthouse tonight.
Rafael, you've been listening to this hearing all day. What can you tell us at this hour?
Yeah, Lorenzo, Annie, nearly 3 hours after that hearing and no decision made today. But I can tell you that at least the attorneys representing the Office of the Attorney General and the Trump administration had at least 1 hour to make their case before the federal judge today. The Office of the Attorney General is arguing that the deployment of the National Guard here in the district is illegal and an overreach by President Donald Trump. They're saying that they're cooperating with law enforcement in the district, which is the role of police. They're saying this is dangerous because these soldiers are not trained to de-escalate situations. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is asking the judge to dismiss this case entirely, calling it a, quote, deeply disturbing political stunt. They're saying that the mission has been effective and that because President Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief of the National Guard here in D.C., that he can really do what he can with the Guard without any limitations. Now, they're also saying that the soldiers are not doing law enforcement in the district, but they are temporarily detaining people and then waiting until D.C. police arrives on scene. The Trump administration also says that the National Guard is in the district because of the shortage of MPD officers. Now, Attorney General Brian Schwab had a brief statement after today's hearing. This is what he had to say.
It's not making D.C. safer to have out-of-state Guard who are not trained to do policing, who are not familiar with our communities, who are not trained to do the kind of key law enforcement work that our MPD does, doing police work. It's not making us safer. It's not making D.C. residents feel safer. In fact, just the opposite. Now, let me be clear. I have the utmost respect in the guardsmen and guardswomen that are here. They are away from their families. They're away from their homes. They're away from their jobs.
So it's safe to say that right now we do not have a clear answer of how long the National Guard will stay in the district. There has, of course, been an extension till November 30th, but some documents that were presented by Attorney General Brian Schwab indicated that they potentially could stay through next summer. We will, of course, be awaiting any type of decision from the federal judge here in D.C. court. I'm Rafael Sanchez-Cruz, back to you.